Osita Chidoka is my brother, probably a younger brother. I don't know the age, but we would be in the same age category. I decided to mention him on my platform because I'm trying to bridge a gap. The Igbos have become a separated people, and unfortunately the gaps are contrived gaps between those that seemingly have and those that don't have. I don't belong to the class of people that don't have, and I also don't belong to the class of people that have. I may not have material resources, but I'm the number one historian of the Igbos, and I'm one of the greatest living historians in the world that amounts to wealth. So, I saw something interesting on the Facebook page of this brother who is, I wouldn't say we are friends, we have not communicated at all because of these gaps I say that exist between the Igbo peoples now, which must be closed if we are to make any headway in life. He talked about his table, eating food at his table, and I found it very interesting because I took out time and saw the men, the gentlemen that we are eating, and something stuck out that I want to base today's talk on. I first of all wrote it down. I said, guys enjoying food in Obosi Republic in the Igbo heartland at the residence of Osita Chidoka. As some had their flour, otara, and ofe soup in separate plates, and some had both in the same plate. I believe that some Yoruba were in attendance. I will now talk about why I made this averment. Traditionally, what a lot of people will know as fufu was the most popular food in the south of Nigeria, the most popular way of preparing flour in the south of Nigeria. People take whatever they like, yams, cassava, cocoa yams, cook them, and prepare the flour into, into something that could be swallowed with Europeans, Americans will say sauce, but in Nigeria we would say soup. One thing is discernible and noticeable. The Igbo people would place the flour, that is the fufu, we call it otara in the Igbo language. We will place it in a separate plate and place the soup in a separate plate. 99% of Igbos, I repeat again, wouldn't know why they do this. And I'll take out a second and explain why we have to separate them. The tradition came from our remote past. The Israelites were ordered, the people of Israel, the ancestors, the people of ancient Israel, the ancestors of the contemporary Igbos, were ordered to separate the milk and the meat. I think people understand this literally, but let's not get into it. It's a talk for another day, but there was definitely a command to separate. And this has affected the food culture in the way I'm describing. The Igbo will not mix the flour, that is the otara and the ofe. The Igbo will not put them in the same plate. But the Yoruba, their ancestors were Egyptians and Canaanites, would get a plate and mix both. And at Chidoka's table, frankly, I don't know if there were Yorubas there, but when I saw some people eating their otara and ofe from one plate, I had no option than to conclude that his Yoruba friends were in town. Remember, Chidoka is has held high positions in government, and likely, very likely, he would have gotten friends from other sections of Nigeria, even though the event was taking place in Nigeria. So I decided to talk about this morning because it's interesting. We believe that your language tells the world how you see the world. I've also immersed myself so much in the study of culture generally that I can tell you that if I see your food, I can talk about your history. Your food will tell me so much about who you are. And Igbo food was one of the methods that told me who they were. They ate meat sparingly. They ate a lot of vegetables. And they were called, because of this, they were called grass eaters in the middle of Nigeria. The Israelites were not ordered to avoid meat, but the ancient Israelites ate meat sparingly. And again, Igbo food culture tells you that they were the Israelites. Apart from eating of the bitter herbs every week, onubu and otaze, the Igbos ate bitter herbs habitually, as if they were sweets. Because the God of Israel, their God, they call him Chu, ordered that they should not eat the fat. What did the Igbos do traditionally? They smoked and smoked and smoked the meat till all the fat was gone. Ladies and gentlemen, what you will get on this channel, you will not get it anywhere else. Subscribe. Ask your friends to do so. Igbo, non-Igbo. It's a university in the making, but a free one, where you learn, where you share, where you grow. Have a happy and safe day.